What's up, guys? TheMainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome. As always, this is going to be not my reaction to this trailer. I'm late on the ball. I've already watched it like 10 times, so this is going to be my commentary and just talking about this remake. Silent Hill 2, I consider... So let's just watch it, and then I'm going to give some commentary as to this. Let's just watch it first. So this is confirmed Unreal Engine 5. Absolutely gorgeous visuals, and obviously the first scene in Silent Hill 2, the original from 2001, which back then, I mean, it was groundbreaking, the visuals when he looked into the mirror. But this again looks so good.
Could she really be here, waiting for me? Mary died.
The visuals are blow my mind, I gotta say.
In my restless dreams, I see that town.
Stays so true to the original. Here I'm just going to pause because this is a really, really big deal. Creature design Masahiro Ito. He is the original creature designer, obviously, of Silent Hill 2. And I believe he even, so he's the creator of Pyramid Head and, you know, a lot of classic, most of the iconic Silent Hill creatures. I believe he even modeled Pyramid Head and animated him, and was the director of the cutscenes. Like, he did like everything. And Akira Yamaoka, the original composer. Both of these men I consider absolute geniuses. That's so iconic. I think we're showing these key scenes to show the fans that we are staying true to the original. And these scenes are so iconic, you know.
But it's all over now. I don't need you.
The emotion.
I'm ready. Mary?
That's the trailer. So I'm gonna first off say that Silent Hill 2 to me is arguably the greatest game ever made, depending on what you're looking for in a game. This is the game that to me, I haven't played every game out there, but it's the first one I played that basically said, I'm a huge movie buff, I love movies. It's the first game that said, we can also do intellectual, psychological storytelling as well as a feature-length movie. If Stanley Kubrick were to make a game, this is basically the game that said that we can also match basically a Kubrick movie. That might be arrogant or pretentious to say, I don't know, but this game is an astounding achievement to me in video game storytelling. So I'm as excited for this game as I am for Tekken 8. And you know how much of a fanboy I am of Tekken, you know, so that's saying something. I literally can't wait. I think this trailer is incredibly well made. The Unreal Engine presentation is, I mean, mind-blowing to me. All of the animation work, James emoting, I like his face. I know some people have complained about the face. I like it. He might not look as innocent and boyish, though, as he does in the original. Here he's a little bit more rugged while still inhabiting some of that, you know, I don't know, innocence. It's like a mix, and I think it works well. And again, presentation crazy, so true to the original. Yeah, I don't know how you would make a better trailer. And I like how it's silent, you know, when he's emoting, screaming, and you have this beautiful piece of music in the background. No dramatic camera work. It's just mostly static, flat angles, and it's a very classy presentation. So I have really high hopes for this remake. I'm sure it's going to stay very true to the original and maybe add some stuff. They have Ito on board, they have Yamaoka on board, the key players. And it's going to be so cool to see James' story with the voice acting is not so good in the original. It has its charm, you know, like the old Resident Evil games. Not that it's that bad, but it's going to be so nice to see it with, you know, real professional AAA, well, maybe not AAA actors, but, you know, actors who do a really good job. And we'll see if they actually add content. And just to tell you how much of a fanboy I am, I have one tattoo, and it's of that guy, and it's on my left shoulder here. And it's because I consider Pyramid Head to be the greatest fictional character of all time. No joke. I love his role in Silent Hill. And this is where, you know, people, it leaves quite a lot to your own interpretation, even though some things are spelled out. Some people consider, you can't really spoil a 21-year-old story, but some people consider him to be in the realm of Silent Hill. He is basically James' alter ego, basically evil James with all of his bad impulses and immoral behavior. That's not what I believe. It's like my brother told me, you not only have a text, a note by, is it Walter Sullivan, where he speaks about the red devil that torments him, basically saying that Pyramid Head not only exists in James' Silent Hill, his version of a town, but also in Walter Sullivan's. And this is where some people, I have a good friend who's a huge Silent Hill fan as well, and he says, but that doesn't say anything, he only says red devil, he doesn't specify Pyramid Head, even though it should be noted that James refers to Pyramid Head as the red pyramid in the game. But what my brother said that just cemented Pyramid Head's role to me, he said that no coincidence that in Silent Hill 3, Valtiel, who is God's protector, the yellow god, wears the same clothes as Pyramid Head. They are actually identical except for the head, the helmet. So he says, my brother, that Valtiel, the yellow god of the Silent Hill world, realm, is the god's protector, the god within the realm. And Pyramid Head is the red devil, the red god, same clothes, just wears the helmet, and his role is judge and executioner. So he shows up within the these troubled individuals' world of Silent Hill, and he presents to them basically their guilt. This is what you have to atone for. And I love the symbolism of him wearing an extremely large, heavy iron helmet, just to symbolize, you know, the weight of guilt, walking around with all of that guilt. What a struggle that is. And then, of course, him displaying James' guilt to him in the form of harassing female monsters, sexually harassing them, and then how he wants James to confront his guilt. He's constantly in the game, not killing James, but pushing him down physically and metaphorically into his own subconscious constantly to James has suppressed the memory of a horrible deed he did, and Pyramid Head just wants him to confront it throughout the game. And eventually James actually confronts his guilt, and the judge and executioner, Pyramid Head, chooses not to kill James because he's accepted what he's done, and then Pyramid Head simply kills himself. So Pyramid Head is then done with the realm of James, basically. So to me, Pyramid Head is a god. And it is, I've never liked Pyramid Head post Silent Hill 2. You know, he became too popular for his own good. And I know the original artist Ito didn't like this as well. If you see Pyramid Head in the 2006 Silent Hill movie, he's bare-chested with huge muscles, and they've made his helmet more edgy. It's very pointy, sharp, and it's black, and it's got almost horns. They go out of their way to make him more badass, but that was never the point of a character. He's meant to be, he's not a creature, he's a god, he's a force of nature. He looks normal, he's pale, he's not about big muscles, he's supernatural. So that's something I've always disliked with later takes of a character. But I understand why it happened. The character became too popular, so he had to appeal more to mainstream audiences. And you do that by bigger sword, bigger helmet, edgier helmet, bigger muscles. And that's the way he has progressed, you know, with later games. But that's why I love, you know, Ito is on board again. And what happens? We stay true to the original. That is the original Pyramid Head. And if you've played Dead by Daylight, you've also noticed that in that game, they have the original Pyramid Head, but they beefed him up a little bit. And the helmet is actually way smaller. This is something they always get wrong. If you look at the old Silent Hill, the original Silent Hill 2, if you look at screenshots of Pyramid Head, his helmet is gigantic. It is huge. And as you can see here in the remake, they stay true to those proportions. So I've talked now for 13 minutes about this remake. But yeah, I can only say that I'm ecstatic this game is being remade. This trailer is almost perfection to me. I really hope the game lives up to this trailer. And I can't stress enough how excited I am about this game. Looking forward to it just as much as I'm looking forward to Tekken 8. And it's not often I get to say that. So hope you enjoyed my little commentary here, and I hope you're all as excited as I am. Thanks for listening.